Hey guys, welcome to One with the Trees Forest Ecosystems. The most important characteristic to a forest is vertical layering, since there is little inhabitable volume compared to marine ecosystems. The main layers from top to bottom in this ecosystem are the canopy layer, understory, and forest floor. The canopy is where most trees hold their leaves. Below the canopy is the understory. The plants here are generally more colorful to attract pollination and seed distribution services from animals. Lastly, we have the forest floor. Let's get started. Our site is the Long Island Pine Barrens, a pitch pine dominated forest spanning over 405 square kilometers near the fork of the island. The objective of our surveying was to help the DEC in clearing out some of the southern pine beetle. It's an invasive species that can clear out a whole forest. We used an Android-powered smartphone and a Bluetooth GPS to find the location of the dying trees which had been marked from an aerial survey. Once there, we marked trees for cutting using flagging and kept account of the different stages with tallywhackers. There are 3 stages to beetle infestation. Stage 1 is when the infestation is fresh and new pitch tubes can be seen on the trees and the canopy is still green. Stage 2 is when the beetles are eating the vascular structures of the trees and the canopy is yellow or brown. Stage 3 is when the beetles have vacated the tree. Pitch pines are trees that have 3 rigid needles per leaf nodule. When attacked, the pitch pines pitch out, which means that they secrete pitch at the site of the attack. This pitch creates a very unfavorable environment towards any attackers. The pines are resistant to fires, which is key to their spread since they succeed hardwood forests after fire events. Lastly, the pines are monoecious, meaning that they have both male and female reproductive structures on the same tree. The southern pine beetles are believed to have come to Long Island from New Jersey after Hurricane Sandy. The beetles prey on the xylem and phloem of the pines. Xylem are the pathways of water transport, and phloem transfers the nutrients. These beetles communicate using pheromones, which are chemical signals that the beetles release, which are picked up by scent by the other beetles. Lastly, the beetles produce many generations per year with a high yield. This rate at which organisms do this is known as their fecundity. Blue stain fungus are mutualistic towards the southern pine beetle. This means that they have a win-win relationship. The fungus suppresses the ability for the trees to pitch out, which means that the beetle can enter the tree more successfully. Now that the beetle and the fungus both have access to the nutrients in the xylem and the phloem, the fungus will continue to grow on the tree until all nutrients are drained from the vascular tissues. Wild blueberry is an understory plant. Because the majority of food is up in the canopy, these plants use their blueberries to attract animals for better seed dispersal after the animals eat the berries. These plants are interestingly known to invade areas that experience ecological disturbances such as fire. This tells us that since the pines are fire resistant and blueberries invade after a fire, chances are the blueberries came in after a fire event. This has been an informative video about the pine barrens, the southern pine beetle problem, and our efforts to treat it. We couldn't have done it without the help of Chuck, Tom, Jessica, and Jason. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, throw it a like.